Fairy Tale World. Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived the most cheerful bird in the forest, Paco the parrot. With his large wings and vibrant red, green, and blue feathers, Paco always caught everyone's attention and was known throughout every corner of the forest. Paco's favorite thing to do was to fly. Every morning he would wake up with the first rays of the sun, flap his wings towards the sky, and glide over the forest. Each flight brought him new adventures and new friends. However, Paco's greatest dream was to see the Golden Forest, a magical place with leaves that shone like gold and were filled with legends. One morning, Paco made a brave decision. "Today, I will find the Golden Forest," he said, and flapped his wings, setting off on his journey. He flew for a long time, crossing high mountains and wide rivers. Along the way, he met many animals and chatted with them. First, he met a flagfish fishing by the river. "Hello, Paco. Where are you heading?" asked the flagfish. "I'm looking for the Golden Forest," Paco replied. The flagfish pointed north with his fin and said, "Then you should go north. There is a large oak tree there, and behind it you will find the Golden Forest." Paco thanked the flagfish and continued on his way. Soon after, he encountered the wise owl living deep in the forest. The wise owl smiled when he heard about Paco's adventure and said, "The road to the Golden Forest is long and challenging, but your courage and determination will get you there." Encouraged by the wise owl's words, Paco flapped his wings even faster. Days passed. Paco grew tired, but never gave up. Finally, he saw the large oak tree in the north. When he went behind the oak tree, he couldn't believe his eyes. In front of him stood a magnificent forest with golden leaves. This was the Golden Forest. In the Golden Forest, Paco made new friends and had many adventures. Every corner of the forest was magical, and he made a different discovery every day. As he got lost in the beauties of the Golden Forest, Paco's heart filled with joy. Days later, when Paco returned to his nest, he told all his friends about the adventures he had in the Golden Forest. Everyone admired Paco's courage and drifted into dreams while listening to his stories. This adventure taught Paco how important courage and determination are. Every night before falling asleep, Paco would remember the beautiful memories he had in the Golden Forest and sleep peacefully. And so, Paco's adventure became a bedtime story told to children every night. Everyone was inspired by Paco's courage and drifted into beautiful dreams. Since Paco the parrot returned from the Golden Forest, he had become the most beloved hero of the forest. However, Paco's thirst for adventure never waned. One day, a phrase from the wise owl stuck in his mind while he was returning from the Golden Forest. Beyond the Golden Forest, there is a magical place called Rainbow Falls. It is said that anyone who reaches it will have their greatest wishes come true. Paco was eager to embark on a new adventure. This time he decided to take his best friends, Squirrel Tico and Turtle Coco, with him. "How about finding the Rainbow Falls?" he asked his friends. Tico excitedly replied, "Of course, Paco. New adventures await us." Coco, slow but determined, nodded his head. "I would be happy to join you, Paco." The three friends set out on their journey. The trip would be long and arduous, but their confidence in each other was unwavering. First, they had to cross the great mountain beyond the Golden Forest. The mountain was filled with steep paths and dangerous cliffs leading to its peak. Paco spread his wings and took the lead, saying, "Come on, friends, we can do this together." Tico, with his agility, swiftly navigated through the rocks, while Coco followed with careful and deliberate steps. After days of travel, they finally reached the summit of the great mountain. From the peak, they saw the dazzling Rainbow Falls, shimmering in the distance. The colors formed a massive rainbow, stretching towards the sky. The sight was mesmerizing. However, to reach the falls, they had to cross a river. The current was very strong, making it seem impossible to cross. Tico paused and thought for a moment before suggesting, "Let's build a raft." Paco and Coco immediately got to work, gathering tree branches by the river to construct a sturdy raft. They boarded the raft and were carried away by the river's current. But thanks to their trust in each other, they successfully reached the other side. The Rainbow Falls were now very close. As they approached, they could more clearly see the dancing colors and hear the enchanting sound of the water. Finally, they stood before the falls. Paco closed his eyes and made his greatest wish. Tico and Coco did the same. Suddenly, a bright light appeared in the sky, and the waters of the falls sparkled even more. The friends looked at each other and smiled. They felt their wishes had been granted. Paco, Tico, and Coco rested for a while in front of the Rainbow Falls before starting their journey back. When they returned home, they shared the story of this magical place and their wonderful adventure with all their friends. Every night, Paco's new adventures continued to be told as bedtime stories. The children of the forest listened to these tales and fell asleep, dreaming of their own magical adventures. Thus, Paco's bravery and solidarity with his friends became a legendary tale told everywhere. After his adventures in the Golden Forest and Rainbow Falls, Paco the parrot had become a hero in the forest. However, his desire to explore never faded. One day, Wise Owl told Paco about the mysterious cave hidden deep within the forest. This cave was said to be a magical place where the stones glowed at night, making the cave look like a field of stars. As Paco pondered whom to take on his new adventure, he thought of his new friend, Mimi the rabbit. Mimi was quick and clever and could be a great help on this journey. "Mimi, how about exploring the mysterious cave?" Paco asked. Mimi's eyes sparkled. "Of course, Paco. When do we leave?" she replied. The next morning, Paco and Mimi set off. Their journey took them deeper into the forest. They faced many obstacles along the way. First, they came across a huge area filled with thorny bushes. Mimi, with her agility, easily navigated through the bushes. Paco guided Mimi from above, flying over the bushes. After passing through the bushes, they encountered a wide swamp. The swamp was a dangerous place that many animals avoided. Paco used the tree branches over the swamp to create a safe path for Mimi. Mimi carefully walked on the branches, and they crossed the swamp without any trouble. Finally, they reached the entrance of the mysterious cave. The entrance was surrounded by large rocks and looked dark. However, when they entered, they couldn't believe their eyes. The walls of the cave glowed as if covered with thousands of stars. The cave was indeed a magical place. As they ventured deeper into the cave, Paco and Mimi walked among the glowing stones. Suddenly, they found a large crystal in the center of the cave. The crystal emitted light, illuminating the cave. Paco approached the crystal and examined it carefully. When he looked into the crystal, he could see the entire forest and their adventures. Mimi said, "This crystal shows all our adventures." Paco watched the crystal's magic in awe and then turned to Mimi. "We should take this crystal to the forest so everyone can see this magical place and our adventures." Paco and Mimi carefully carried the crystal out of the cave and returned to the forest. The animals of the forest were amazed when they saw the crystal. The lights shining inside the crystal captured everyone's attention and told the story of Paco and Mimi's adventures. From that day on, the mysterious cave and its crystal became the forest's most treasured possession. Every night, the animals gathered around the crystal to watch Paco's stories of adventure. Paco and Mimi's courage, friendship, and discoveries inspired everyone in the forest. Paco's stories became bedtime tales that taught children the importance of courage, friendship, and exploration. Everyone found the courage to chase their own dreams, inspired by Paco's adventures. Good night, sweet dreams.